Okay, today I'm going to show you how to use the Lasso tool to select part of an image and make it a transparent background that you can then add to different images. So I'm starting with my original beach photo, and what I'm going to do is I want to try to find an alien spaceship. So I typed in the word alien spaceship into Google. I clicked on images, and then underneath tools, you'll see this little drop-down menu, and you're going to want to make sure that you clicked on Creative Commons licenses. This means we have permission to use these pictures. So I know that this does have a watermark on it, but I'm going to use it just for demonstration purposes. If I right-click Save Image As, I'm going to make sure that it's a JPEG or a PNG. If it says HTML or any other type of file, it won't work. I'm going to save that to my downloads. Then I'm going to go in to PIXLR, File, Open Image, and I'm going to open that up. And you'll notice now that I have a tab of my alien spaceship and I have a tab of my beach. So on the alien spaceship tab, I'm going to use what is called the Lasso Select tool. There's different types. There's the free lasso, polygonal. There's also magnetic, and this one is, I believe, a different one that I haven't used much, but I'm going to recommend polygonal. Magnetic can work pretty well too, but I think that polygonal is probably the easiest to use. So this is where you can zoom in and out. Zooming in and out will help you for this. But basically I'm going to click, let go, click, let go, click, let go, and I'm going to trace around the edge of this spaceship. And let's say I mess up. I can click the escape button and it'll take me back to my last or previous line, and I'm going to keep going around and around and around. So I would keep going around until I end up right at the loop that I started at. And when you end up at the loop that you started at, you are going to see, rotates or moves. So there's some movement there, so I can see that I have closed the loop. Then I'm going to go up to select, and I'm going to invert the selection so that now everything around the spaceship has been selected. So it's not the spaceship that's highlighted. I have inverted it so the background is highlighted. And if I make sure that my background is unlocked, then I'm selected on it. If I hit the backspace button, what I now have is just a cutout of my spaceship. And when I save this cutout, the thing that I need to make sure that I do is to save it as a PNG and to make sure that this little toggle that says transparent background has been clicked, because otherwise you'll see that it leaves a white background. So I'm going to save this as spaceship transparent. Notice that it is a PNG, which is important. And now what I can do is I can go back to my original beach, and I can actually go up to File, and then actually it's Layer. Add Image as Layer. So what I'm going to do is I want to add that alien spaceship as a separate layer. So Add Image as Layer. There's my spaceship transparent, and there it is. I can make this smaller. I can make it bigger. I can rotate it. Okay, I can duplicate it. So if I hit Control C and Control V, I've pasted it. I can rotate over here. I can make some appear that they're far away if they're smaller. I can make some appear closer if they are larger. And I can create some pattern and repetition that doesn't actually exist in my photo. Okay, so that's just one way that you can take things that already exist in other places and add them to your own image. And right now mine doesn't really look super realistic, but I could do something where I flatten the image and then change them all into black and white. So these three little dots here, if I flatten, actually, I think I have to right here. So right here on the bottom, there's a couple of options. I can flatten or merge down. So I can merge all of my layers into one. So now this is just one solid layer instead of multiple. And I can change it all into black and white. And it actually maybe looks a little bit more realistic. So it's just a fun way to use the cutting and pasting tool in PIXLR.